They say that horror stories can make anything scary. A videotape, a house, a book, clowns. Wait, they don't need any help. But actually, this depends on a few more elements. Not only do certain things just can't be scary, I mean, a better fucking serious. You also need effort, characters you care about, and a good plot. None of which you find in Countdown. This movie is about, and I can't believe I'm saying this, a killer app. Seriously? We don't have enough daily appliances trying to kill us, now we have to worry about an app? What's next? The mirror tried to kill me? I would if I could. Normally I would be insulted, but even that would be more entertaining than this. And Dr. Midnight. Let's dissect Countdown. We open with a cool party with young, beautiful teens having so much fun. As for me, I'll just leave this here and we're good to go.
If you could know exactly when you were going to die, would you want to know?
That's
Stupid.
creepy.
Okay.
Let's all download it, and whoever is gonna die first has to finish all the drinks on the table.
I have a better one. Take a shot whenever someone in this movie says or does something completely stupid and unrealistic. So they download the app and won't you know it, what's her face here is the one who's going to die first. Ooh, how terrible. No, seriously, she shows it as if she's already disturbed by it. How much have you drunk already? But imagine that the rest of her friends don't take this seriously. I urge you to enjoy this brief moment of sense as we soon return to our previous bullshit.
These are awful. Are you kidding me?
I got you, babe. Yeah.
Look at that. Shivery's not dead.
I wasn't aware that getting more drunk than your girlfriend is chivalry. Especially when you're the one driving. Well, guess my last date wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
You can't drive, you're wasted. Let's just walk to my house.
Please don't tell me you're so worried about that stupid app.
Why yes, honey. If it wasn't for that, I would be totally okay with being in a car with a drunk as fuck driver. But like I said, it's just the app. Our future corpse decides to walk home. Surely her boyfriend will understand it, right?
Whatever!
The soul of chivalry. After the usual attempt to force a creepy atmosphere, complete with the thinking you're being followed only not, that girl walking arrives home and the app goes off suddenly. Making me wonder why she hasn't deleted the damn thing yet, and she ends up killed by a mysterious force. Meanwhile, her boyfriend can appear on a little special about why you shouldn't drink and drive. With this out of the way, we are introduced to our kind and sweet protagonist, complete with some happy music to emphasize how nice she is and how we should give a damn about what happens to her. Yeah, this isn't as much as show don't tell, it's more like shove things down the audience's throat. Imagine if every movie did that. So Miss Cardboard Cut finds one of the patients in the abandoned area of the hospital and it turns out it's the drunk boyfriend, who tells her about the killer app that says he'll also die quite soon. When and why did you download this crap? He's scared of dying during his surgery, but the main character, named Queen, assures him that what happened was just a coincidence, he'll be alright. Yeah, he's just a initial character present in a horror movie, he'll be fine. Queen's colleagues throw a little party to celebrate her becoming a nurse, and yes, they end up talking about the app. I would rather talk about the most unpleasant cases of food poisoning rather than that, but which his own, I suppose.
God has a plan for all of us. It's not really our place to question when.
Thank you, it's not natural.
Oh, don't try to be deep, you're a movie about a killer app. Of course, generic female character downloads the app and finds out she has only 3 days to live. What? You delete the damn thing and move on with your day? Oh, you silly people with your common sense. Later, Queen goes to her father's home to get some papers. Oh look, her mother's dead. Well, we can check that out of the cliché list.
What the hell are you doing in a closet?
Not so much what I'm doing, more like what I wish I was doing. But they sit down and have a deep yet fun talk that lets us know more about who they are and the kind of relationship they have, and oh my god, I can't even fake it.
I got some good news today. I'm officially a nurse.
I have news too. I was going to get laid tonight and now I won't.
On Saturday, we're gonna go lay some fresh flowers up in your mom's grave.
Did you get that? Her mother is dead. It's very important that you understand that she has a dead mother. So, the generic protagonist has a generic younger sister, a generic dead mother, and a generic father. Meh, at least there is consistency in the family. The next day, the boyfriend is getting ready for surgery, but still nervous about the app. The strange things he's starting to see probably don't help. Me, I blame concussion. Okay. Okay, the only thing this app is killing is my ears. He realizes he's not alone, and what terrifying thing he finds? A zombie cosplayer. I had the lowest expectations, and I'm still disappointed. This goes for everything in the scene. Maybe if we hadn't seen the zombie girlfriend it would have worked out a little better, but not likely. After hearing about what happened at Body McBoarding, wonders if it was because of the app. Thanks for the flashback, by the way. I would never have put together why she would take his phone otherwise. Also, I'm not sure this would work. At least not more than I am about what she could find out. It has been more than 19 hours anyway, you moron. The clock would be at 0 anyway. Now, is she going to be a rational person and treat this as a coincidence, ignoring the app until she sees something undeniably strange that changes her mind, or is she going to be immediately freaked out? If you thought she was going to be rational, I'm sad to say, you're still having far too much hope for this film. Noticing how she seems nervous, a friend offers her some support. And a little more than that.
Kill him!
She tries to tell what happened to another nurse, but the guy calls her and that's it apparently. Guess we can forget about that particular subplot for now. I certainly hope it won't connect at all to any decision she might make in the future. We can just follow her research on what to do with an app that won't delete, even though this is the first time we see her trying to delete it, and the video she finds while reading about the girlfriend's death.
I'm starting to hear things and see things. I saw my cousin who died in April. I know it's real and it's toying with me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Doesn't seem like a good web series. Oh look, comments from the people who watched this movie. Well, not much is happening, so I guess we're scheduled for a jump scare in 3, 2, 1. Again, wouldn't it be more convincing if she had seen something before she watched the video? What, was the app hearing this and said, oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to do that? Someone mixed the order of all the scenes in this movie, didn't they? Queen tries breaking her phone and goes to sleep in her car, because what person would just throw the phone out of the house, right? Her sister comes by the next day, and I would say her excuse is ridiculous, but...
I can't believe you got that freaked out by a cockroach.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Why are you acting so weird?
I just wonder if I would still have a career after this movie's over. They both end up arguing because the father is away and the sister wants to stay at Barbie's house rather than deal with the babysitter. But Queen is too busy trying to understand the nature of Samara's app, and I'm too busy wondering why the fuck am I supposed to care about any of that.
Whatever you thought Joe and I were doing the other night, we're definitely gonna be doing it tonight.
I'm going to have sex to stick it up to my sister. Hey, I've heard number reasons.
My phone just quit working.
Oh, I can't imagine why. You always put it down with such grace?
Wait a minute. Is that a person with an actual personality?
Where's your manager?
Let me go get him. Just
Yeah,
hang on.
go
All right,
get him.
hold on. Hello, I'm the manager.
Oh, please can't you just follow this guy instead of the protagonist? I don't care if the rest of the movie is him just sassing his customers. I'll take it, please. We are not so lucky, but neither is Queen, since the app seems to install itself on her new phone. Oh, and that seeing things stuff decided to take a step further. And somehow this is still boring. Hell, if I told you that a girl died, her boyfriend then told the main character about a killer app and died shortly after the app told the main character she would die in a few days and she found a video about the app being real, you would at least think there is something happening here, right? But then you go and watch it and doesn't feel like it. One of the reasons? Those are not true events but occurrences. Almost a footnote in the story rather than part of it. Kill this character, make this character download the app, have chose to meet. Speaking of which, a man who was at the store and heard her talking about the app reveals he has also downloaded it, and, by sheer coincidence, he is also going to die very soon. The amazingly boring duo talks about the app while trying to figure out what to do.
What I want to know is why us?
I don't know, and the movie doesn't care to explain, but I'm betting on natural selection. Oh, come on, need to have faith on something. The young man, Matt, has an idea that the terms of service might have a clue about what to do, but they have no means of opening them again. His suggestion?
What if we got someone to download it, just so we could see the terms, and we don't accept?
What a fucking prince. They don't even try anything before that, they just jump straight to the point where they are comfortable involving an innocent in this mess. Oh, Queen is unsure at first, sure, but check what changes her mind.
No, that is wrong.
It's fake, like the Holocaust, huh?
Never mind. Go ahead.
What a fucking princess. So remember everyone, if a drunk is babbling nonsense, it's okay to risk his life for your own sake. It turns out Matt avoided a train trip he would take the next day, Queen cancelled her plans to visit her mother's grave, and I have a brain tumor caused by bullshit. Are you honestly saying that the girlfriend getting out of the car with a drunk driver is avoiding fate? Maybe I just being my silly self, but isn't that what most people would do? And the boyfriend, what did he do to try avoiding his fate when he was getting ready for the surgery anyway? What if Queen or Matt had to cancel their plans for any other reason? Do you see the problem around here? Even the goddamn movie doesn't know its own rules, and the one it has are so vague they might as well not exist. So it's not boring, it's confusing. Oh, and take a look at this. As if that wasn't enough bullshit, they go talk to the priest from earlier scenes, without even discussing it, without knowing anything more about what's going on. They already believe they are being haunted by a demon. How? For all you know, it can be a ghost, a curse, or the Green Reaper just got really drunk. It's like the Ring and the Final Destination had a baby, gave it cocaine, and let a Goosebumps episode raise it. What does this have to do with that? The priest indicates someone they can talk to, and as they leave, Queen is called by the nurse to address that harassment scene from earlier. I suppose we need the illusion that it has any significance to the plot as more than a justification for whatever Queen is going to do to save herself.
Cornering me in my office like that wasn't okay.
He is the one who cornered me. Quinn, if this is true, why don't you just come to me right away? I tried.
And because even the movie treats this as a secondary issue, she storms out in anger and they don't see the rest of the meeting, nor does anyone call her about whether or not she'll be suspended. They go to a church to meet the indicated priest and, oh god.
Look, I know how hard this is to believe.
No. Demons, woo! I mean, that's kind of what got me into the cloth in the first place.
So you became a priest not out of a higher call, a great faith, or a desire to help others through the church, but because you hoped to live your RPG game what dream of hunting demons? Minimum of a philosophy degree, 5 years of theological seminaries, intense spiritual preparations? Wasted. So this waste of Mother Nature's time remembers a tale that has nothing to do with the Bible.
There was this young prince.
No, there wasn't.
He tracks down this old gypsy woman. The gypsy woman hands him a scroll with the exact moment of his death.
No, she didn't.
But she warns him, don't use this to save yourself. I wonder why bother. What's coming for him now? It's the demon, Ozen.
Ozzy. You actually named your demon Ozzy.
The moment the prince changed his fate, Ozen came to torment him.
Oh, wow, I'm really bored.
Up until the exact moment the gypsy predicted he would die.
And that's it? He's a demon, he's only killing those people? No dragging to hell, no eternal damnation? You know as much about demons as Stephanie Meyer knows about vampires. As for torment, the only torment up until now is the sound of that app.
This app seems like a modern version of what the old gypsy lady did. If I could just see the code.
Our so-called characters go after the tech guy to ask him if he can hack the code. And while it displays completely idiotic considering they are against a supposed fucking demon, I'm just happy to see the only good character in this movie again.
Did you download it?
Of course, your hysteria piqued my interest.
Oh, come on! Our newest disappointment hacks the code and increases the time they all have left. Yeah, I'm not thanking you for that one, buddy. He also increases the time of Queen's sister, after they see that she has also downloaded the app and is meant to die the same time Queen is. So now everything is just fine and dandy. Because of course it is. You know, if this demon is not only using an app to kill people but one that can be hacked by a human, then things must be going really bad down there. Or is this like a test in hell school? They go back to the church.
Do you want to be alone tonight?
Or just go home? Oh yeah, we're almost at 1 hour mark. Maybe we should start working on that point of the list.
I've been thinking a lot about what compelled us to want to know when we're gonna die.
Did you hear that? I can't be the only one who heard that. It sounds like she believed the app even before anything supernatural, if it can be called that, happened, but everyone, including her, did this as more of a dumb joke. What is with this moron? Next thing you know, someone will tell her that SpongeBob is living inside the pineapple in her kitchen and should be making cookies in the spirit of a good neighborhood.
You don't have to sleep on the floor.
All right, but I don't usually jump into bed with girls that I just met off of an app.
Look, it's been a while and I'm horny, okay? Later, Queen wakes and notices there's something wrong. Man, the demon probably wants some attention too. Their clocks go back to how they were before. What took you so long? And they try to reach the sister. A fantastic babysitter, isn't she? Taking off her hearing aid and keeping the girl's phone with her. Because if someone calls her due to an emergency, fuck it, right? The sister has a hell of a good hearing apparently, as she wakes up and goes to get her phone. This is frankly the best scene of the whole movie. It's the only one that actually builds the tension and even makes you at least a little nervous. It doesn't fix anything, but hey, give credit where credit is due. Queen arrives and takes the sister out of the house. Oh, and the babysitter? She's still asleep through all of this. Okay, why did the father think she was qualified to watch over his daughter? I want to call this woman to take care of a hamster. The group goes back to the person I refused to consider a priest, and he translates a text in Latin that was among the code of the app.
This is a curse. Good news, curses can be broken. Can I get a hallelujah high five?
You can get a punch in the fucking face if you don't shut up. He gets an idea. If someone dies before the market hour, or if someone survives even a minute longer than that, it will prove the curse is a lie and therefore break it. It makes as much sense as anything else in this movie. Oh well, let's just be happy that they explained this line of talk instead of just cutting to the inside a circle claiming that this will work.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, but I've read about it. A lot.
Funny, do you think I can just go to the Vatican and say, "Hi, I've read everything about cases of exorcism and rituals, so this means I'm qualified. Give me a rosary and holy water, please."
We need to make this out of salt. No impure spirits are allowed to cross the circle. I use it to kill weeds.
Will that work?
Salt is salt. Once I bless it, we're good. I think.
Of course, go for it. It's just those people's lives on the line.
I've read about it. A lot.
Where? In Pazuzu's cereal box? And because the situation isn't comedic enough?
What if it just blows the salt away?
That could absolutely happen. I didn't think of that.
What if we mix it with this?
That is a genius idea, yes.
And so we witness the failure of humanity as a species. You know what? I give up. I'm rooting for the demon. Kill them all. They need to be removed from humanity's genetic pool. They get inside the circle and prepare themselves for the confrontation. That ought to be rich. The guy obviously falls for the obvious trap and kills it. This is enough to make King give up.
It was his time. Pretty soon it'll be our time too.
Guess going back to the circle that was working and avoiding falling for a demon's tricks is too hard. Or maybe she just wants out of this as much as we do. Anyway, the sister is wounded and they have to go to the hospital. Once there, seeing Dr. Bastard, King has an idea. She seduces the wandering waste of organs and he goes to the abandoned cliché wing for a little fun where she attacks him.
What the hell is that? Morphine! Enough to kill you 3 times!
An unseen force saves the doctor, proving King's idea. If he dies before his predicted hour, it will break the curse. And that's the problem I have with the subplot. It doesn't exist to raise awareness of sexual harassment, to be part of a character's personal arc, or anything. It's just to make the doctor a cretin, so Queen seems more justified when she tries to kill him, diminishing, if not trying to completely remove, the dilemma and awareness that she is willing to kill someone to save herself and her sister. In an attempt to keep the character a good, kind, amazing person, they actually make her even more generic and bland. And regarding this plan, the demon is protecting him? Let me get this straight. As soon as the time ends in your clock, the demon will kill you without fail. But if something threatens to kill you before that, he'll protect you? And how is this a curse again? Yes, you can get a very short time left to live, but if not, you get a demon bodyguard for the rest of your life and without the need of selling your soul. So, you got robbed in your deal. Queen tries to kill the doctor, but the demon keeps her away, and he ends up escaping. All hope seems lost, and the demon is ready to kill the sister. Probably by burning her eyes with this horrible CGI.
Get away from her!
Quinny Bear.
He takes the shape of Queen's mother, taking his sweet time in order to fool us into thinking she'll fall for it, but it doesn't work. With her sacrifice, she breaks the curse and protects her sister, showing the true meaning of taking some precautions. Yeah, did you think this movie would have the balls to kill its protagonist? No, apparently there was a conveniently forgotten pen somewhere in there, along with an equally conveniently forgotten medicine that's so conveniently the very fucking one they would need. The sister saves her life and the curse is over. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. The next day, the loving family is visiting the mother's grave, and we learn that the cretin doctor is in jail, as other women are confessing his harassment. Yeah, just a brief mention of the whole thing is enough to tie up this particular subplot. Everything seems to be over, the peaceful days are back, blah 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 blah, and of course this isn't how it ends. A predictable movie needs an equally predictable ending. A sequel that I pray never happens because this was already bad enough. Countdown doesn't ask for a suspension of disbelief but of rationality. Sometimes it seems to be throwing stuff at you because it's aware of how boring it is, copying elements from other movies without understanding why those elements worked in the first place, going from scene A to scene B with no change of tone or emotion. It doesn't help that it treats its audience like idiots. Also, the movie clearly has no idea of how to convince us that the app is a real threat. Hell, it can even realistically convince its own characters, so they just believe it even before something happens. Several other horror movies work hard to tear down their characters' disbelief along with that of the audience. Countdown doesn't even bother with trying. It's totally random and you can't even use the "oh, it's higher plane, it's fate" excuse when everything happens is the work of a demon. I wonder if they didn't just pick a demon because it seemed the easiest option. The more you think about it, the weaker the whole idea becomes. Hell, it's a fucking app! I don't know anyone who would be able to make this scary, let alone... Wait. Effort. A good plot. Compelling characters. An actual frightening atmosphere. The ability to make something so simple also so scary. Do you know the only person who could make this idea work? The man who made Spirals the stuff of nightmares. I'm Dr. Midnight. I hope to see you again in your next session.